The canvases of this great Spanish artist cannot be confused with any other works. El Greco's characters have elongated faces and bodies, as if some higher force is pulling them upwards. An original manner of the author emphasizes the deep religious nature of his works and is fully revealed in the altar picture, The Burial of Count Orgaz. At the turn of the 13th century in Castile, the city of Toledo, there lived a well-off nobleman, Ruiz de Orgaz by name. He did not perform any exploits, but he was honest, pious. He did not grudge money for donations in favor of the Toledo church Santo Tome. In 1312, the count passed away, and during the burial ceremony, a miracle occurred. The legend had that St. Augustine and St. Stephen descended from the skies. They themselves put the body of the pious count into the coffin as a sign of award for his noble deeds. This legend had traveled by word of mouth for a long time. 2.5 centuries passed by, and on May 18, 1586, a Greek, Dominicos Theotokopoulos, nicknamed El Greco, signed a contract according to which he was obliged to transfer the old legend to canvas. It took the artist 2 years to put his ideas in practice. The altar picture, The Burial of Count Orgaz, became the decoration of the Conception Chapel of the Santo Tome Church. For 400 years, the canvas had not been taken out of the chapel. A great many people who arrive in Toledo admire this grandiose picture and the thorough manner in which the artist depicted various details. The lifeless body of Orgaz is robed in shining knight's armor, reflecting St. Stephen bending over the count. Stephen's chasuble bears embroidery of the scene of his death. The martyr is beaten with stones for his belief. The robe of Augustine, the great theologian of the early Christian epoch, is decorated with the images of saints, episcopal mitre being on his head. The eyes of Stephen and Augustine glow with profound sadness and quiet tenderness. Their images are an embodiment of higher spiritual beauty. Next to the monk, still in his mourning posture, there stands a boy in a page's attire. It is the 10-year-old Jorge Manuel, an illegitimate son of El Greco, the future artist and architect. On the edge of his handkerchief, one can see the date of the boy's birth, 1578. Many churches of Toledo and Madrid were obliged to El Greco for their sculptural and artistic decorations. Paying a tribute of respect to the artist's talent, the clergy put up with El Greco's illegitimate son and an unwedded wife. The artist supposedly had depicted her, the beauty, Jerónima de las Cuevas by name, on the canvas Women with Ermine. Thanks to the whimsical fancy of El Greco, at the burial ceremony of the count, who had died 250 years before the picture was created, the artist's contemporaries are present. Priest Pedro Bonavente, archaeologist Antonio de Covarrubias, and other acquaintances of the artist recognized themselves in this group portrait. The artist managed to reveal their individuality and rich inner world. Among the noble Spanish dignitaries, there stands the artist himself. Those present stand still, engrossed in thought, and only priest Andres Núñez, who had commissioned this picture to the artist, has a vision. The skies open over the heads of the mourners, and a golden-haired angel takes up into the sky the soul of the deceased in the shape of an illusory figure. Up in the skies it will be received by Jesus Christ. Before reaching Jesus, the soul of the pious count would meet Virgin Mary, John the Baptizer, St. Peter, and other saints. Paradise musicians are sitting on the clouds, angels are sleeping, and the righteous men stand stock, still waiting, one of whom is Cardinal Juan de Tavera. They are all easily recognizable by the obligatory attributes and attire. and only one character in the upper part of the picture is depicted in the clothing non-traditional for the saints, but in the costume of the 16th century. It is Spanish King Philip II. The supernatural character of the event is emphasized by the solemn morning range of silvery gray and golden yellow shades. The picture reminds of a huge color pattern, all the elements of which are interconnected, and the terrestrial merges with the heavenly. The spectators feel part of what is going on, and the characters of the vision are perceived as live. They say that when the surrealist Salvador Dali first saw this picture, he fainted, and Pablo Picasso, studying the works of the Spanish Greek, experienced, according to his words, a real aesthetic shock. The canvas of the great El Greco, The Burial of Count Orgaz, is inexhaustible in its depth. It is the synthesis of painting and philosophy, historical facts and legends, unusual emotionality, and the workmanship of the artist.